Hello. Today we are back with the final case in the main story of the case of the Golden Idol. Before we get started, I'd like to apologize for missing a video a couple days ago for this series. I mentioned it in the comments or the description of the last video, but I just put it in the wrong day when scheduled, and since I haven't been scheduling these out a bunch, I didn't make any afterwards, which would have led me to catch it. Anyways, with that said, we will go on to the final trial, or final case. Yeah. Select delay the peaceful march at King's Castle. So this one has a lot of stuff going on. First of all, we have a boat here, which is just there. Here we have the tavern from a long time ago. Let's see, nonsense, I'm not an idiot. But real men like us could beat those order party ninnies even without any weapons. And we just have this guy. I heard rumors you lost a cannon while gambling. So, apparently this guy here lost a cannon while he was gambling, which would most likely be the cannon missing on that ship there. Do you think they'll try to kidnap the king? Me and my employer are getting out of this blasted country. And what does her note say? I've instructed him to arrive at around half 11. Most likely he'll be in order party uniform. If he comes alone without any backup outside, approach him. If he gives you something that belonged to the one who escaped your tonic, you may prefer him with the instruction slip I gave you. Conceal your face, he may recognize you. And she did receive something from that had Edmund Cloudsley's signature on it, which implies that she gave whoever it was the instruction slip. Here we have Dandelion Room, Ada Baker, who is this woman here for 2 nights, and Forget Me Not Room, Walter Knott, who I'm assuming is the guy with the cannon, but unclear. Oh, Zora Rat sneaking around here. This is no good. I hope they will just blackmail me and bugger off. Either way, I think that's all the information I'm going to get out of there. Let's go in here. Here we have a horse with a seal, and over here I have some small but pressing business to attend to at the property of her late brother Sebastian, previous proudly steward. I'll be back at camp for our 10 o'clock strategy meeting as planned, according to Lazarus. Worry not and continue the feast, wife. Nothing can stand our way. I will kill our enemies wherever we go. And he is pretty much the same he always has been. And then we have her, who apparently he married. Her name I don't remember particularly, but it shouldn't matter all that much. It's Edmund Cloudsley and Peter Batley had both wanted to marry her, but it seems Peter Batley did. You're so brave and you've been drinking since early this morning, but what will we do now? What did the evil government men find us? She has a harp, and let's see, she's got a couple notes. Become the pure flower that I know you can be for me, 1788. Dear Mary, I know where your unworthy mate is hiding you. Soon I will free you from his dirty paws and ship him to the colonies. While you I will put on the pedestal of sweetest praise, and you will become my ideal wife, Edmund. And this letter is dated 1795, which is much later than when he was supposed to die, which implies he's not dead anymore. We have Peter Batley here. For you, I would fight a tiger and win, yada yada. Mary, my uncle Edmund Cloudsley died in some robbery and I am rich. Now your father will see me for the man that I am once married. So that's why she married him, but Edmund Cloudsley is still alive. So yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Let's see, we've dropped down here. Oh, I recognize that voice. It is you. Isn't it poetic that you've fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Straw men are your bane. Over here, you'll find me in the place where we first met. There we can talk. And this man had an empty pistol and a loaded pistol, got shot. There's a transportation device. Let's see what's in here. in here we have a scarecrow with a hole through his head and a bullet lodged in a wall, which implies that this man out here used his empty pistol to shoot that scarecrow, thinking it was somebody by the name of Walter Keene, most likely because of the hat. Over here we have a member of the party, it seems, based off of the tattoos on his back. There's a white pigeon in here. I admit I may have treated you unjustly after a long cooperation. I will come alone in peace so you can discuss your compensation. Okay. Let's go on to the next spot, this one. Well, this looks like Sebastian's estate, but there are some dead corpses, an empty cannon, which most likely fired at them. Who did he lose his cannon to? Just somebody, I guess. Don't specify yet who that would be. I don't see anything else in here worth investigating at the moment. Let's go over here. Here we have a dead man with a helmet. He has a sword. We've got Belchester Castle, port in the capital. He got cut a couple times at least. Let's jump down here. Here we have this guy. Why are you not working with Lisa Garbage? I'm doing the same thing I saw Lazarus do during the merit executions. Here we have the golden idol. Although it looks like the crystal's been damaged, which would mean it wouldn't work anymore. Slightly dented saber. Okay, over here we have an old woman. The regime has to fall. It has taken everything from me. It's currently 12:15, 1795. Capital Route morning report. At 8, a newfangled insurrectionist carriage passes by. At 8:30, an individual in insurrectionist uniform passes by in the new two-wheel contraption. 10:15, 2 individuals pass on horses. Okay. So the two-wheel, well, that's not the two-wheel one, that's the other one. So the first party must have been going here then. The two-wheel one eventually ended up over here. But anyways, let's check, and then the two people on horses. One of the horses is over here. The other two of the horses here. And probably one of the corpses somewhere is where we killed. Let's see, now we have this. His comrade Lazarus has not returned for several hours. Comrades Alistair and James have gone to find him. If they do not return, we will organize more search parties to find the lost. Let's go in here. Here we have a map of everything that matters. Let's see. There is Lazarus Hurst, who... There he is. Let's see. Lazarus, you took 32 things from me. I demand you return them. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origin known to other party leaders. At 11 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from our brotherhood and poor Willard Wright met his death. Come alone and bring proof. Something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon, release it from the cage, it will find me. So, this person here is clearly, trying to remember his name, the Walter Keene, because if you remember the, let's see, I'll jump back before I go back in the other stuff. First of all, well, there's a couple things. At this inn, she clearly received something, and was told to pass a note to the person, and additionally, in here, we have the reply from the pigeon, which says, he may have treated you unjustly. And here we have the note that says, you'll find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. Although, based on what this guy is saying, well, this guy then is Walter Keene. The 32 things stolen from them clearly are the years, which I could go back and check the other one, but 32 is probably how many years he lost. However, Since he says strawmen are your bane, that implies this isn't actually Lazarus Hearst. Or not Lazarus Hearst, Edmund Cloudsley, who is also just straight up Lazarus Hearst, because based off of this here. And the fact that Walter Keane was talking to Lazarus, but everything seems to be linking to Edmund Cloudsley, so it seems pretty reasonable to assume that, especially since Edmund Cloudsley / Lazarus Hearst clearly seems to know about how to become younger, hence why he's like how to manipulate age, so that's why he showed up as a younger person later on. Either way, that means the dead person here is actually David Garan, the assistant of Edmund Cloudsley. Either way, let's finally go into here and look at these people. Yeah, here's David Garan. Since his success at the Mermaid Inn has proven to... Yeah, so he was also the person who disguised himself as Ash Blair to kill Willard Wright or whatever. Nicholas Maker, cowardly but dutiful. Alistair Koch, pompous and vain but being a military man, is ready to obey and ready to kill. James Turner, greedy and hedonistic, requires constant material motivation to cooperate. Walter Keane, ambitious and inventive, but treacherous as many smart people are. Okay. So, we have all of the information. We just need to figure out what happened, when, and why. So let's see, there are 3 deaths. How many corpses do I know of? There's one here, which has already been dead. This is the one I have the most information on, the one that just got killed. Because that one is Walter Keane killed David Garan at the cabin. In the afternoon, David Garan went to the cabin to kill Walter. Let's see, I just need to pull another Walter Keane. And it's clear David Garan wanted to kill him because he shot the strong man. Because Walter Keane had tried to blackmail Lazarus Hearst to get back his lost years. Okay. Let's see, now let's work backwards. Okay, so Lazarus Hearst left at 8 in the morning. We know he was actually Edmund Cloudsley. Additionally, if he was actually Edmund Cloudsley, based off of this horse here, we can see that he had to go to Brother Sebastian, but planned to be back by 10. There is a pile of mangled corpses, and also Lazarus Hearst is nowhere to be found, which implies that one of these at least is him, so he got shot by a cannon. So, let's see, the manor, Lazarus Hearst, whatever his name may be, there we go, got killed by somebody. Now then, based off of, if we look here, there's nothing there, but here, that's March 15th. What day is it currently, though? That's the real question. May 15th, okay, so it's been a couple months. Either way, his plan was to ship him to the colony. Excuse me. His plan was to take her and ship Peter Batley to the colonies. And realistically, Peter Batley is the only other person present who would have any reason to be at this manor at all. Additionally, Peter Batley is known to gamble, and furthermore, even more than that, we know that this boat here lost a cannon to gambling. All this goes to imply that the person who shot Lazarus Hearst was Peter Batley, and let's see. Early in the morning, Lazarus Hearst went to the manor to, let's see. How do I... I'm just trying to figure out what the best way to phrase this is, because it's Lazarus first wanted to have the ideal wife. I'm trying to determine specifically what he was going to do to Peter Batley. Because I don't think it was to blackmail. I think it was either to fight, most likely, or maybe kill, or blackmail, or find, kidnap. Oh, he must have been wanting to kidnap then actually marry Batley. There we go. Which means that the death in here is the final one. If we keep in mind that this man, who by the name has the name of Alistair Koch, is on his own now, that means that the dead person is most likely James Turner. So, and also Alistair has a slightly dented sword, and it said he would be willing to kill James Turner, and that would happen at the crossroads because that's where his corpse is. So now we have all those. Before noon, they went out to try and find Lazarus Hearst, because that's expressly what it says they were trying to do. Instead, they found the Golden Idol, which must have been damaged. Well, they would have found it at the manor because that's where he got hit by a cannon. And then on the way back, they must have fought over it. Okay. Alright, so that is the main game. And apparently this one took less time than I thought, so I definitely could have done it last time instead. But either way, that's going to be it for this video, and next time I'll start playing through the DLC. So yeah. Actually, no, just kidding, I lied. There's still an epilogue after I watch this. So no, I lied, I still have an epilogue to do. It seems that after the death of him, the Order Party collapsed, and the remaining people pretend that they were not even part of it. And the guild, or the idol, is just worthless now. So let's do the epilogue now. Let's see. What we have out here, a veteran who is dead, and here. Witness the power of the idol in my hand. Oh, he probably stole the life from this guy. Most likely that's what he did. Swear loyalty to Lazarus Hearst, he will build an ideal society. Brotherhood of Mass. The only thing is only one thing is worse than imbeciles. Imbeciles with power. The rich and noble have a social club of mystical rituals and other hogwash and are all so stupid that they did not realize when they had some truly miraculous technology in their hands. However, they are influential and persistent and have already caused a great deal of harm to me and my goals. Walter Keane has told me more about their organization and practices. If he tells the truth and they are truly devoted to their religious entity of Griffin Reborn, I could gain some powerful allies for my next move. Order Party Manifesto. All citizens are equal. All citizens must serve society to the fullest extent of their abilities. Citizens must be evaluated according to how virtuous they are. A society with internal contradictions is unsustainable, therefore it must be led by the most virtuous citizen. The king should step down, the aristocracy should be abolished. The more virtuous citizens are better able to serve society, therefore virtuous citizens deserve to gain more time on earth and bad citizens deserve to lose time. And this one. This is unbelievable. And Pure Mary is joined in matrimony with that clown Peter Batley. She must have done it out of grief for my death. Such a hasty decision goes against every principle of virtue. Therefore, I consider the marriage null and void. She will come to me once she learns I still live, but for now my duties in service of humanity take precedence. Society must be built on the principles of virtue. Only thus can it become truly great. Look at the Lemurians. Thousands of years ago, they had an empire on the banks of the seven seas. Their ancient technology continues to baffle modern science, but they became inert and decadent and forgot how to build and operate their machines. Their empire crumbled because it was built on pleasure-seeking, not virtue. It is by divine providence that I got my hands on a working ancient Lemurian artifact, the Golden Idol. I will use its powers to set humanity on the right path by building the ideal state. That's all of his stuff. And here we have the just people in the chapter, including people like Chester Davy, who I've never even heard of. Walter Keane. And let's see, David Garan over here. Thank you for dealing with all the challenges related to my death and for keeping an eye on our new ally. I do feel I have impressed him not only with the Golden Idol, but also with my vision of ideal society. And come to our hideout on the 24th. Okay. Let's see this. So, initially, Sebastian Cloudsley left the idol to the Brotherhood in his will, but then, eventually, let's see, somebody, who I'll pull the name in a second, on Edmund Cloudsley's orders, and it would be David Garan, and accidentally stabbed Willard Wright. The Brotherhood tasked who did the Brotherhood task? Somebody was supposed to punish Edmund Cloudsley, and let's see. Thinking about it, we could probably get the name from this list of people. Is it the Dark Hand leader? So it'd be, or let me see. I can actually. This is a time where jumping back to a previous one will be helpful, so I'm going to do that. Purely so I can see the note, or what am I trying to find here? The Dark Hand Steward is who I want, and let's check which one of them was Dark Hand real quick. Dark Hand is that one, so we'll jump over here. Dark Hand Steward, who I believe is just Walter Keane. Yeah, the Dark Hand Steward is Walter Keane. So Walter Keane was tasked with punishing him and returning the idol. And then during one attempt, Walter Keane was captured, and Edmund Cloudsley convinced him to join his side. And then he used the idol to make himself young and infiltrate a Brotherhood under the new identity of Lazarus Hearst. Then he claimed to be the Griffin Reborn and transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. And there we go. Brotherhood Masters. Blank and Blank helped Lazarus Hearst. It would be James Turner and Alistair Koch. In the country, and enforce the rule of virtues by taking youth away from common people and giving it to the Order Party members. Before the final showdown with the uncooperative king, let's see. Edmund Cloudsley wanted to kidnap Mary Batley, but was shot by Peter Batley. And the idol was broken. And there we go. So that is the full story of the Case of the Golden Idol. So yeah, next time I will start the Spider of Blanca. Each of these should take 2 episodes, realistically, because each of them is just 3 cases. And the third case is, well, at least of the Murray and Vampire, the cases are a bit tougher. Spider of Blanca, the second case, I found harder than the third the first time I played, but that's besides the point.